Hey YouTube, I come to you with news. 2xKO is not dead. Yes, that's right. Compared to what you've seen on YouTube, such thumbnails such as 2xKO already dead, and titles such as 2xKO is dead, biggest flop in fighting game history, and this retrospective on the development of High Guard that puts High Guard and Concord in the same sentence as 2xKO. 2xKO is not dead, and I think they wanted you guys to know that. 2xKO just revealed 2 champions, Akali and Senna, and talk about their plans for the future. I think the gameplay is more exciting, so let's take a look at that first. So this is the gameplay of Akali. We only got like 7 seconds of each character, so we have to really like dive in there, right? But this is pretty neat. I think the first thing you notice is she has a teleport. I've been saying this for a while. I think this game is missing a really mobile character. You know, I actually I started my team game journey with Blake and BB Tag, and this is one of the most mobile characters I met. They had teleports, they had like different ways to move throughout the air, they had a really fast air dash, really long buns. I get Blake vibes a little bit looking at this, so I'm actually really excited. This is the exact kind of archetype I thought 2xKO needed, which is like a really fast ninja character. Looks like she has a couple different teleports. This looks like some type of empty teleport. I'm guessing this like, if we had to like really break this down, this looks like some type of spin move. This looks like a charge, like heavy or something in the air. That's a 2H MH. That spin, it's probably like her jump S1 or jump S2. It looks like it has some type of like teleport follow up. She looks like she's gonna be pretty cool. And we got Senna footage as well. And again, it's kind of hard to tell. She's what I would call like a zoner in League of Legends. She's a support character, so I'm guessing she probably uses this giant gun to like shoot things full screen. But it looks like she can also play a bit mid-range too. I think the other very obvious thing is she has some type of like install going on. So I don't know if you like hit the gun a few different times and it like siphons off this green shit. I don't know if you're if you know the League of Legends lore, I'm sure you know what the green shit is. Maybe it's like soul or something. And then she turns into maybe like a more mobile character. She seems really sluggish at first, and then maybe when she installs, it looks like maybe you need like so many hits of to fill up like a gauge, kind of like Warwick's Bloodlust, then you turn into a new character, right? So yeah, both these champions seem really cool. I'm not sure which one's going to release first. I'm down for either, but personally, I'm really hyped for Akali. Seems like the exact kind of playstyle I think this game needs. We don't need another zoner, but it doesn't seem like this character is maybe not a pure zoner. I guess we'll find out. We also have some news from the game director, Unconquerable. The TLDR is that they are focused and still working hard on 2xKO, and they're in bold letters, we're doubling down building for the fighting game community that loves this genre, which is interesting because I thought we're trying to pull other people in from other genres to play 2xKO. Maybe they gave up on that. We'll see. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Duo gameplay, core gameplay, and community and competitive programs are going to be their main focus. Duo play, they announced that they're prototyping local duo mode, which I think is going to be a key. I think it's just a lot of people I've talked to seem to really want this. I personally wouldn't use it that much because, you know, I just stream, but it would be nice to play with the wife in a local duo mode. And I can only imagine like if I was like a kid trying to play with like my friends, or if I was like a dad trying to play with my younger kid, local duo mode would be kind of peak for this, right? So it makes sense that they're sampling this. I really wish they focused on duo in other ways, maybe like a duo queue or some other type of like incentive to play duos more, because I think duos is really the most fun part about 2xKO. I feel like whenever I'm doing solos, I'm just kind of sweating and not doing anything too crazy, but I really think duo play is really what makes this game special, and I hope they keep leaning into that. We got discussion about core gameplay. Not really much here. I think this is very vague. They say the skill ceiling of this game is high, and that's where it's going to stay. But they're going to also keep bouncing the game, I guess. I guess that's still a focus, right? Which makes sense. I'm surprised they talked a few weeks ago about reducing combo length, and they don't even touch upon it here. So I don't know if they're just walking that back by omission or what's going on. But either way, it sounds like they're going to keep balancing the game, which, I mean, I think we all knew that. And then community competitive programs. We're looking to push how we support 2XCO tournament organizers and the communities in more ways. Competitive series, the 2026 series is still going on. That has remained unchanged. So we're going to keep getting events until, I mean, Battle Coliseum is a premium event in Brazil, which is going to be pretty cool. I actually wouldn't mind traveling to Brazil. I've never been to Brazil. Might be a good excuse to do that. And yeah, I mean, it's going to last a whole year, right? So at the very least, we know it's means support throughout the whole year. And they're also looking to give community TOs like some type of support as well. And there's some issues. I have heard like people are running into like not the correct opponents in ranked. I keep running into Omega Sweats in ranked, so it's working fine for me. But yeah, I guess other people are having issues where they keep running into like super sweaty players when they're like brand new. So sucks, but is what it is. So they're working on that. Screen tearing, yeah, that'll be nice to address that. Although I'm not really sure how they're going to address it, right? Because that's definitely a product of VSync, and we'll see. And the same thing, Yasuo and Echo getting called out for being really strong. I think we all know that. Although I do think the game is in probably the most balanced state it's been. We just had Tampa Never Sleeps where Braum and Blitzcrank were in grand finals. And I think that team's actually really, really scary now with the most recent buffs and the backdash change nerfs. And this is just talking about, yeah, like both the new characters. Akali is 2XCO's next champion. Oh, I guess I call that out. She's a sharp, stylish ninja who cuts opponents down with deadly precision. And Senna is wields the power of Lane Shadow, who blasts enemies with her massive cannon, then rush them down the waveform. So anyways, yeah, I think it sounds like they're still listening. I think this is obviously very positive. The only thing I think I was wanting to see from this post was, hey, are we sticking to the 5 champs per year? I mean, there's still 2 more champs per year. We don't know, right? And are we, after 2026, is this game fucked? Maybe they don't know, and so they're not talking about it, right? But I think this is promising. At least they're revealing this. I do think that this stuff got leaked last night, Senna and Akali, so maybe they just like pulled off the Band-Aid and they're like, all right, we need to get ahead of this. But yeah, either way, 2XKO looking promising. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Everyone's kind of being pretty positive about this. Although this guy's not positive. I don't know, but he's getting kind of ratioed. But yeah, most of the comments are pretty positive. Adding another girl with a gun. Yeah, I don't know. Hopefully Senna plays a little bit differently. Anyways, Genesis this weekend. I would co-stream it, but Valentine's Day calls. And like, share, subscribe. Take care, y'all, and peace.